Hello guys and welcome back to Satisfactory. In today's episode we'll be looking at vehicles. Now I've done in our nice testing area here, I've set up a small little testing platform to show you exactly how these new changes in update 5 affect the vehicles and all the new changes that they've added. So what I've basically got here is an endless loop. I've got a truck station on this side. This is basically just going to load everything. So unload, the vehicle will unload here. It will go all the way around into this little section here, and then it's going to load all the vehicles on this side. Now what you'll also notice is I've got these storage containers at the start. That is just to load more fuel. So if you look on this spot here, you'll see this is the fuel side. So if I put some of the fuel in here, it will basically so if I put fuel in this one, it's going to go into here, and then that's going to load the trucks. Okay, now how has vehicles changed and what is the big changes? Now the number one change is the vehicle path finding has changed drastically, and it's actually working pretty well now. Let me show you. So let's first let's make sure that this guy has fuel. Yes, he does. Okay. Now let's just, for instance, park this guy over here. I'm going to park him right on this spot here. And then I'm going to press V, not F, V. This brings up this menu. Load path, cancel, start recording, autopilot, and hide path nodes. Now what we want to do is we want to go start recording. First, let's just stop him. I'm going to go start recording. Now you can see in the bottom right corner, close the loop to finish recording. So I'm going to drive, then I'm going to stop here. I'm going to wait a bit, just simulating it loading. I'm then going to do a small little turn over here, and I'm going to take it onto this road here. And then I'm going to go all the way around, just drive full speed as fast as I can. And then right here at this end, I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to come in, I'm going to stop right underneath this guy. And I'll show you exactly why this is pretty important. And now I'm going to just drive all the way back to where I started. And as you can see, you've got these little nodes that's now started. Okay, so I'm going to go, you can see I can actually get out of this, and you'll notice that we've got this line all across, all these little nodes all over the place. Now, what I now can do is I can get into the tractor and I can say enable autopilot. And if I get out of it, it's going to drive. Now you'll notice that it's going to stop, it's going to load, it's going to go all the way around. And this is what you could have done a long time ago as well. So you could do this, but we now have a nice little representation so you can see the whole way it works. Now it's going to come all the way to here. There comes our little tractor. And as soon as it does its little turn, it's going to stop here and it's going to unload, and that system is now completely automated. Now, the one thing that you can do is you can change a bit on the path afterwards. So, for instance, say I want this to just sit a bit longer at this. If I go hover over this and I hit E, I can set the wait time. So I can set the wait time to be 23 seconds. Set wait time. Now it's going to sit a bit longer at that one, and I can set it to not wait as long at this point. So let's just do it here, and I can say don't wait that long here. I just want you to wait for 3 seconds. So now it's going to sit a lot longer at that point than it's going to sit on this point. So this one is going to take 23 seconds to unload, and that one is just going to load and sit there for a small amount of time. That is all good and well. We've been able to set the paths, but now we've got a nice visual representation of what it actually does. But now something else that you would notice in that menu is if I go V, you get the load path. Now I've saved this for if you go to the load path side, you get two menus. We get the all vehicles path, and you can actually see it's taken him quite a bit to get away from there, but you get two of these vehicle paths. I've got the all vehicles paths and I've got the load vehicle paths. Now let's just show these path notes. I've already recorded one for this guy, and you can see that one is now popped on. So if I build this guy, you can see he's not even close to this. If I say load path, select that path, and you can see it on the map itself. And I load this path, enable autopilot and get out, and make sure this guy has fuel in. He's going to take off and he's going to join that path. So he's going to auto path find to that spot. That is pretty neat. So I can now go and build another one. So we can actually go, I don't have enough for another tractor. Let's build another truck. I'm going to build another truck here. And let's just get this, do the exact same thing. I'm going to load that path. And then I'm going to say enable autopilot. Just give it some fuel. So let's just give it some fuel. And there you can see this guy is going to wait, and then he's going to go. Did I actually enable auto? Yeah, I did. So he's going to wait till he's got a clear path to go on that path, and then he's going to go. There we go. Now we'll see some of the collision course as well, but we'll do a proper one. Okay, now the biggest change, and I think this is probably the biggest change and the nicest thing for making these trucks work, is the collision path and how this affects it. So as you can see, everything is going pretty smoothly. There's nothing wrong whatsoever. What is a problem is the following. I forgot I've got this path set. So now I go and I build a foundation, and I'm going to put this into zoop mode. So I'm gonna zoop it right across. So now my path is blocked. Okay, you can see it's crashed through. Now watch closely what's going to happen next. It's going to try a few times to get to its next waypoint, and the smart AI kicks in and it does it for a bit, and any second now it's going to realize I can't get to my next path point. And that's the new AI system, or the new pathfinding system, that stops it from getting stuck. So it will try over and over and over again to get to its path point until it can't anymore. And for some weird reason, there we go, there it goes. It's now found I can't actually get to that point, and it just glitches through. So there's, instead of it getting stuck and literally not being able to do anything, it will just try a few times, and that depends a lot on if I've seen it take a few seconds to like this is taking quite a while. We'll see the other side in action as well. There we go, that one's now glitched through, and the next one is coming through. So it depends, but yeah, it will take a while for them to just see, okay, I really can't get to my next destination, and then they just glitch through. They basically turn invisible and they ghost through the blocks. So now let's fix this, and I'll show you another example. That's just going to continue on. So something else that you could do is you could forget that you had a path there, and bye, it's going to fall away. I just lost, no, I did not lose my truck. It's pure emptiness down here. We're over a massive waterfall, but you can see that truck fell down and he literally just came all the way back up again. So it works really well in that regard. It sits there and it basically makes you don't have to come and fix your trucks. One other change that was implemented but has been taken out is the fuel usage. Now, before, what happened was, there we see the truck fall again and come back again. They tried to implement something where you can now see, it gives you more data on exactly how much power it uses and how much fuel it uses. And as you can see on the actual tracks itself, it tells you how much fuel that track uses. What they tried to do is do a just in time or something similar where the truck would only take as much fuel as is needed for the actual thing. They reverted that back because my testing also showed the trucks would actually just run out of fuel because of whatever reason. So sometimes the trucks would just run out of fuel and they would sit there and you would end up running around with fuel on you the whole time to go and fix them up. But the new system, they just load and they fully load whatever fuel is in the system and then they go on their merry way. Now, I've tested this little fun thing here. So the path node finding, I've deleted all of this and we can do it again. And I'll show you, this is actually pretty strong. So let's just let's just do this. Okay, so let's see what this guy does. No, out of the middle bin here. Okay. I've now ruined this place completely. Bye! You see them fall down, and there we go. He comes up, and he goes again. So, if you completely ruin the whole thing, don't worry, you won't. Your trucks will come back. Like you can see, this one is back. That one is now probably going to fall down. The next one eventually will. There we go. That one glitched all the way up there. They're both falling down. That one's now going back up. So, yeah, they glitch out and they ghost all the way. So even though there is no valid path anymore, this setup route is still working. Although it shouldn't, it fixes the problem where whatever issues that might arise on your tracks could prevent this thing, and it's made vehicles a lot more useful, to be honest. It's actually made vehicles usable because I don't have to worry that it's stuck against the tree somewhere, or because something ran out, it's now just stuck there forever and I have to spend 20 minutes to go and fix all my vehicles. I know that whatever I've set up, it doesn't matter what happens, terrain generation, anything like that, or I accidentally placed a pole in front of them, they will get and finish the line. So yeah, that's the major changes to the driving of vehicles and the pathfinding. I hope you guys found some interesting info there. I hope I helped you, some of you that get stuck or didn't know about this. If it does, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.